But Channel 20, our numbers for post-game shows on Rockets games beat every local 10 p.m. news show. They were through the roof. I mean, which is why people still come up and talk to me all the time, especially people, beyond 40 years old. But we had everybody watched the Rockets, and they were over the air. They didn't have to have cable television because they were on Channel 20. Not only did they watch the games, they wanted to stay and listen to us talk about it. Funny thing was, Kenny Smith I had as a guest many times. He joked to my husband, he saw him in an airport once. She taught me everything I know, which, of course, haha. But, that's where these guys would have them on the show, and a lot of the writers and people like that who'd come on and join us and talk about, kind of a recap of, okay, what happened tonight?
Did they stick you? I don't even know this. Did they stick you in the middle of the parades? What did you have to do when the parade was going on? Were you in any of the madness out on the street, having fans like jump on camera with you?
You know what? It's funny that, after we won, I have a picture. They brought us the trophy. We were going live, but we were in the tunnel underneath, like at the old Compaq Center.
Yeah.
Called it the vomitory,
Yeah.
That's where we were doing live shots. So, but I did get caught. No one knew I was there, but I was trying to drive out, and I ended up on Richmond Avenue. It's oh my God, I was really kind of scared because I was by myself. So, I did get through. It was fine. The timing of me, I got out, I think, before it got too crazy, but I was on the fire truck with the team. I guess because they hired me before because why else would I have been on there? Anyway, I was on the truck with Clyde and the guys.
This was in the second championship.
Championship going down Memorial Drive. I remember we parked over the Memorial, and I was on the fire truck. It was just like,
do you get emotional after the first championship since you're following these team, the guys, or you just trying to do your job as you're going through all this? Like, what was your emotions as you're seeing all this unfold?
Oh, I think without question, both Craig and I, and Craig, he's a longtime sportscaster. You can't help but be just so excited and happy. When we were on the air, I'm sure we were rah local. You forget that you're supposed to be objective because it's the hometown team. And then actually we were watching that championship, my husband and I, from Los Angeles. That was the OJ thing.
Yeah. So they're in New York. The Rockets are in New York, yes. But you're not in New York.
No,
you're
I'm
in LA.
Los Angeles taping the Gladiators. And Don, my husband and I happened to be watching the game, of course. But we're in LA. So this whole OJ thing explodes. And so we're watching this happen. It's just like surreal. And of course, I had met OJ Simpson. He worked for NBC, and I had met him at the station a couple times. But I didn't know him. But those of us who grew up as fans, of course, everybody. I was a huge OJ Simpson fan.
And you found him as just charming, just like everybody, like we would see, or how was he when you met him?
It's funny. When I met him, honestly, he was that kind of guy who wanted you to know they were sizing you up. Let's be honest. He gave me the once
because
over, the up and down.
Female.
I was a female,
yeah.
Right? And he walked in. It was like, and he gave me the once up and down, and honestly, I was a little disappointed because I was such a huge fan of OJ Simpson. I just kind of wanted him to be a little more highbrow than what you might expect.
What was the reaction? You're doing Gladiators. What's going on when the OJ things? So you're taping? Did they stop taping?
We must have. I don't know if we had a day off that day. We would tape 2 or 3 days in a row, and then we'd have a day or two off. Usually just a day. That may have been an off day. I know that we were in the hotel watching the TV, so we weren't taping that day. But of course, afterwards, everybody's talking about it. We had to keep doing our job. But that day that it was happening, we weren't working. So we were mesmerized by, we quite honestly, we wanted to see the game more than we wanted to watch the whole drama unfold. But yeah, craziness, 2 things to be in Los Angeles when that's happening.
You're listening to Houston Sports Talk.